Hey up, I'm the Yorkshire Time Lord, and these are my thoughts on the Doctor Who Jade Thirlwall casting rumour. Okay, so for those who don't know, there was this really crazy rumour doing the rounds online, and that's the idea that Jade Thirlwall is going to feature in Series 14 of Doctor Who. Now, the rumour doesn't specify whether she'd be a companion, or a monster, or a villain, but it does say that she'd be a series regular. So it seems that, basically, if it's true, she'd be a fairly important character in the show. And at first, I thought, oh yeah, that's not going to happen. But I actually looked into Jade Thirlwall and acting, and she does actually have some acting experience. Now, Jade Thirlwall actually graduated from a acting college in South Tyneside, and she was also in a short film called Skin at the age of 14, which was filmed in 2007. So she does actually have some acting experience as well. So it does actually seem more likely than it did at first. And when you look at, past people that Russell T Davies has cast in a show, he does have a tendency to go for singers. So it does seem like something that could potentially happen. Of course, you've got Billie Piper, who played Rose Tyler in Series 1 and 2 of the revival. And then you've got Kylie Minogue, who played Astrid Peth in Voyage of the Damned. So yeah, I mean, it does seem like something that Russell T Davies would do. Now, obviously, Kylie Minogue has got a lot more acting experience than Jade Thirlwall. She did have a big role in Neighbours, so it's not a like-for-like comparison, but, Jade Thirlwall is, basically a name that you could at least see Russell T Davies casting. I mean, there's also the fact that she comes from Little Mix, who have quite a big following. So if she was cast in Doctor Who, then basically all the Little Mix fans would be likely to tune in and to see what she's like in Doctor Who. And I think she's also the kind of name who would appeal to the Netflix and Disney Plus crowd as well, because she has that sort of young, trendy, youthful appearance that tends to appeal to those kind of people. So if Russell T Davies wants to attract those who are watching shows on streaming, I think Jade Thirlwall would be a good move to make. And she's got a bit of free time as well, because Little Mix recently announced they're going on a break. So, her schedule is free for her to do Doctor Who Series 14. I think if I was to cast her as anyone, it would be as a companion to Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor, because I think she has the kind of look that Russell T Davies tends to go for in a companion. She has a bit of a sort of girl next door look about her. I could imagine her playing a shopkeeper like Rose, or maybe somebody that does something like a hotel maybe she's a hotel porter or a receptionist or something like that. I could imagine her playing somebody like that. So and I think she would be a pretty good companion. But maybe they could surprise us all and cast her as the next Master, or maybe even as Rani, because those are two characters that I don't think anybody would expect Jade Thirlwall to be playing. So it would be quite fun if Sir Davies said, "Ha! You think that she's going to be a companion, but she's actually the Master. And look at how good she is at playing a villainous part." That would be quite fun. If they did cast Jade Thirlwall, then that would give them the perfect opportunity to do a musical episode of Doctor Who. Let's have an all singing, all dancing Doctor Who musical extravaganza. How fun would it be to imagine Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor and Jade Thirlwall's character singing various Little Mix tunes such as Salute and Black Magic? I just can't imagine the Doctor singing Salute especially after his 12th incarnation was so dismissive of Little Mix in the episode Knock Knock. When you think about it as well, Knock Knock also featured tunes from Little Mix, so it does seem like with some people behind the scenes that are quite fond of their music. On the other hand, Russell T Davies is likely to be using a new behind the scenes production crew for his new era, so it probably wouldn't feature the same faces that were working behind the scenes on Knock Knock, or during the Chibnall era even. He's probably going to use an entirely new set of faces behind the scenes. Then again, they could be fans of Little Mix themselves. So, if they're fans of Little Mix, it is entirely possible that they could do a musical episode of Doctor Who featuring tunes by Little Mix. And that would be really, really quite funny to see. Could you imagine the internet reaction as well from some corners of a Doctor Who fandom? Twitter would be enraged from people that are fans of Doctor Who don't like Little Mix. They'd go absolutely mad. I mean, it would be bad enough with Jade Thirlwall being cast, because not everybody likes Little Mix. But if they use tunes by the band as well in an episode of Doctor Who, you'd get so many furious fans that would be complaining because they don't like Little Mix. And that would be quite funny to see. Twitter would have an absolute field day. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this rumour? Do you believe the rumour? Or do you think it's a load of nonsense? Would you like to see Jade Thirlwall in Series 14 of Doctor Who? And if so, who would you like to play? Would you like her to play the companion, or a monster, a new character, or a returning character? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.